What's going on, everybody, and welcome to J Sports Seattle. In this video, I'm going to be doing a video on the Mariners. It's been a while, but this is a good spot to make this video because this is it. This is it. So sorry if you heard that. That was my phone. Turn that off. But yeah, this is it, and yeah, I'm just going to be talking about this. So if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Mariners and Seattle sports content. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, yeah, firstly, I gotta say it. This is it. And we're going all in. And, this is it. We have to do this. So, as you've seen, we've made multiple trades the past few weeks before the trade, or the past week before the trade deadline ended. We traded for Josh Naylor, who great pickup, by the way. That was an A+ trade right there. And then another A+ trade by getting another power bat and an Eugenio Suarez or Gino. Bringing him back to Seattle, like, this was a great pick. Or not great pick, but great trades. These were great trades that Dipoto, Hollander, Stanton probably all signed off on, that oversaw that. And that is good. Now, I will say this. These guys, they can either be rentals or we can extend these guys. So, if we extend these guys, then we are set for the next several years. Especially Naylor. If we can extend Naylor, he can be our first baseman for the next several years. But if these guys are meant to be rentals, which is what Stanton has done the past couple of years for players that he traded before the deadline, it's now or never, Like, it is now or never. But what I mean by this is it, I'm meaning this is a year where we could potentially take the driver's seat from the Astros. The Astros have been going on a crazy skid. We were only 3 games behind them. The Rangers did win against the Yankees yesterday, which I was kind of like on because the Yankees are above us in the wild card standings. But, like, we want to go for that division. Every single year, that mindset is that division. They've been losing. They won yesterday against the Marlins, but they lose to the Marlins. The Marlins they're not a slouch team anymore. They're not like good, but they're not like horrible like they were I think last year or so, or at least the past couple of years. So, we have a chance to catch the Astros, and we have winnable games. We have the White Sox coming up. I understand that they've won 4 out of 5 series since the All-Star break, but those guys are mediocre teams. If you go look at their schedule, they're not making the playoffs. It's not happening. If you look at the White Sox schedule, I'm looking a little bit ahead. They played the Angels, not necessarily a crazy team. They tied us when we went to see them in Anaheim, but they're still not a crazy team. They faced the Pirates. The Pirates aren't good. The Rays are mid. They lost to the Cubs. That was the one series they lost, was against above 500 team. They did win against the Phillies, which is fair because the Phillies are a good team. But the Rays, the Pirates, the Guardians, they actually lost that series. But the Blue Jays, they lost all that. So, so we're facing the White Sox, and I don't think we need to worry about that. I don't think we need to worry about them too much. Obviously, you cannot underestimate your opponent, but we are facing an inferior opponent, which we are 20-21 against this year. So we are going to have to step up against these guys. You're going to have to win the games that you're supposed to win, and you're going to have to sweep these guys. That's what you're going to have to do. So there's just that to think about as well. When moving forward is, when you're facing these teams, you got to take care of business. You got to stand on business. You cannot be losing games you're not supposed to. So, the Astros, like I said, were on a skid. They got swept by Boston, which was huge. If we swept the Rangers, it would have been huge. But just winning that series against the Rangers was massive. 3-1, I will take that any day. So that was a massive win for the Rangers, or against the Rangers. And so, like I said, we got to continue it against the White Sox. So, Naylor, great pickup like I said, one being because he's a great contact hitter. I mean, he's batting like just barely sub 290 or barely sub 300, like 290 and 292. So like this dude is a baller, and he can play good defense too. And then Eugenio Suarez. I mean, Ben Williamson, man, that dude is a defensive mastermind, and that dude is a defensive guru. Like he saved that A's game, but his ground ball rate is just too high to be in the big leagues. And the fact that he's hitting 253, that he was hitting 253 and hitting a lot of ground balls, that shows a lot. That shows his potential. He's only 24, so send him down, bring in an experienced guy that can hit bombs and pull the ball. Ben Williamson was one of the worst third basemen in the league at pulling the ball. I think one of the worst players overall in general at any position in pulling the ball. So he can work on that in AAA. But he proved that he will get his shot again in the big leagues. But right now, it's going to be with Gino. And I feel like we after the season, depending on how it goes, we will re-sign Gino to like a 2-year deal, and then maybe re-sign Naylor to a multi-year extension. Maybe extend Rosarena. We already extended Cal. We already extended, or we've been extended Julio. He's good. Cal is good. But Rosarena we got to worry about. I mean, Polanco, he had that crazy torrid start to start the season, but then he really cooled down a lot, and he's kind of been batting for average lately. I mean, he's a good veteran presence, but Cole Young, man, he's proven this dude can play at second base. So I wouldn't be too upset if we let Polanco walk in free agency and stuck with Young, and then just kept Naylor and Eugenio Suarez at the platoons. Or not platoons, but like at the corners. So I like that. I really do like that, and that is a really, really good. These were good trades. Like I said, these were great trades by Dipoto, and it's now going to be up to Stanton. The ball's in Stanton's court to make sure that these guys get signed to at least more than 1 year, especially Naylor. Naylor has to get re-signed because we traded Tyler Locklear. You cannot trade Tyler Locklear, who was batting over 300 in AAA, who has a future at first baseman in the big leagues in the next few years. You cannot trade for an already experienced first baseman and then only have him for a half-year rental. You're going to have to extend him. So this, like right now, the ball's in Stanton's court once more, and he's going to either prove that he doesn't need to sell the team and that this is the final straw, or he understands that we have been wanting this dude to sign free agents, and he's finally going to do it. So yeah, I mean, right now we are in the wild card spot, and we have the third and final wild card spot tied with the Yankees, who have the tiebreaker over us because they beat the season series. But for this, all we can do is win our game and hope that the Astros and the Yankees take an L. Or no, the Astros. I mean, honestly, you can go either way. You can hope the Astros take an L, but obviously we hope for a win today from us. And then the Rangers, they could either win or lose. It depends. I feel like there's still a little bit of time left to go for that division. So, if you really want to only care about the division, you can root for the Yankees if you want to, and just put the Rangers back if you only care about the division. Or if you just want to make the playoffs in general, then yeah, you would root for the Yankees because then you'd move the Rangers back even more. But obviously you want to go for the division. So the main thing is for the Astros to lose while we take a win. And like I said, they faced the Marlins, and well, like I said, the Marlins, they kind of got smacked by the Astros yesterday. So I don't know how they'll respond. That was with Alcantara, although albeit Alcantara's kind of had a patchy year. But still, I think the Marlins can take a win today, hopefully, and we take a win against the White Sox because we got to win against the White Sox. So we got like a 6-7 deep lineup, and you saw Crawford batting at the 8th spot. You got a Rosarena at the 1st, you got Julio at the 2nd, Cal at 3, Naylor at 4. Like this, I like that they mixed it around. I saw Crawford at 8th. Like Canzone also, man. I got to shout out Canzone because Canzone has been doing great this year so far. He looks more comfortable at the plate, and he's been hitting the ball very well, getting a lot better contact rates, a lot better pull rates. Really like what I'm seeing from Canzone. So shout out to him for stepping up, and I like what he's been doing. But yeah, like I said, it's go time. This is it. This is it. We have a chance to finally make the playoffs again this year, and I know we can make some some, make some noise in the playoffs. Obviously, I want us to go make a deep playoff run, but I'm not expecting us to make the World Series this year. It's a possibility always, but I got from 48 years of this team being in existence, nothing has shown us that this team can make a World Series. So I'm not only gonna believe it when I see it. Could we make it to the divisional round again? Maybe. Could we surprise someone and go to the ALCS for the first time since 2001? That is a huge possibility considering the trades that we made. But I'm not going to hold my breath because I've seen what this team can do. We saw it last year, neck and neck at the final wildcard spot, and then missed it by a game. The year before, basically the same deal. 2022, we went on a crazy 15-game winning streak to clinch that final wildcard spot, or clinch a wildcard spot. This year, we're going to have to do it again. And either it's going to be for the division or it's going to be a wild card again. But, wild card isn't that bad because we've seen in the past what teams can do as a wild card, especially if you get hot at the end of the season. You saw what the D-backs did back in 2023. You saw what the Phillies did back in 2022. All the way to the World Series from a wild card spot because they were the hottest teams entering the playoffs at that point. Sometimes it's not about division winner, it's about who's the hottest team in the league entering the playoffs. So I hope that'll be us, or at least one of the hottest teams, and that I really hope we can go for that division because we haven't had a division title since before I was alive. So that would be great to see. So, but this is it. The time is now, and if these guys really are rentals, it is now or never. But I do think these guys will be re-signed. But as of right now, this is it. So we're gonna have to do our part in winning these games. We got the White Sox, we got Tampa Bay, we got Baltimore, we got a lot of winnable games coming up. We cannot be caught slacking. So we definitely going to have to be winning these games for sure. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I have for this video. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks or Mariners and Seattle sports content. Speaking of the Seahawks, I actually will be making another Seahawks video soon, previewing the first preseason game that's going to be happening on Thursday at 7 p.m., which I'm pretty excited for. None of the starters are going to be playing, but I will go over that and in a video either tomorrow or the day of before the game starts. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Mariners and Seattle sports content once more. And have a good day. And go Hawks, go Mariners, and go Kraken.